Even the ceilings were painted cottage cream, and like every inch of our house was cottage cream, and it was kind of like some kind of form of torture or like an experiment, like how much cottage cream can you handle?
Today we're sitting down with Macy to talk about another 2018 parenting trend, which is baby bucket lists. So you had one, and you did a baby bucket list before you had your little boy, Ray.
So before Ray was even like a concept, I was looking at the baby bucket list, and there's some really normal things too. Like it doesn't have to be crazy, but it's just a good idea to sit down with your partner and think about some of the things that you want to do together while it's just the two of you.
Yeah.
So I actually brought some pictures of some of the things that we did. So the first thing was I actually legally changed my name.
That's exciting.
Because I wanted to have my name match the baby's name. I just wanted to have the same last name as my son. So that was the first thing. The next big thing was we actually went on our honeymoon. We waited a while after the wedding because there's so much planning that goes into the wedding, and it was expensive. You know, we paid for a lot of it ourselves, so we waited like a year and a half to go on our honeymoon.
I know a lot of people that do that.
This one's boring, but needed to be done. So we painted everything in our house. Our house used to be like all cottage cream, which is a lovely color, if anyone has that as their aesthetic. So while we were both like able to really hustle, we painted the rest of our house. And then I brought this because I wanted to travel abroad before we got pregnant, but it didn't happen. I did get my passport though.
That's important.
And then there were a couple things that we wanted to do once Ray was, you know, a thing that was happening and we knew about it. I really wanted to have my maternity photos under the Tree of Life in New Orleans.
That's cool.
So that doubled as both a really cool place that I knew I wanted to have my maternity photos, but also we went on our baby moon to New Orleans, taking baby classes.
Yeah.
And that baby was very angry. But we took baby classes, and then we prepped the nursery, which is, I guess, like one of the most obvious things that you need to do before baby comes.
Yeah.
So what kind of things, like, have you thought about the kind of things, or have you done some things with just you and Teddy that you want to do before baby comes?
Yeah, we did do a baby moon. I went to Colorado, just kind of spent like a week in the mountains. We don't really have like a whole list of things, considering we don't really have a nursery because of the way our apartment is set up. But I mean, we're gonna have to like wash all the clothes and like get ready once we have all of our stuff from our shower. I have a few like birthing books that I just want to kind of read and prepare myself with. We're gonna take a class as well. We just really want to get through all of that before the baby comes, but really we don't have any like big things that we need done. So it's kind of nice because now it's just riding out the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A nice checklist before baby comes.
Yeah, for sure.
I had the first baby bucket list, but before I would have another baby, I definitely have a new bucket list, just because your family is going to change at that point. And I think there's some things that I would still want to do with when my little guy is just my only kid.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll be more incorporated in my second baby bucket list.
Yeah.
You know, because that relationship's going to change too.
Yeah. Yeah. And those like moments that you just have with just you and him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be good to make sure you get those things done before you have another one.
Yeah, I think it's important to reflect on that and, you know, make these lists and, you know, really cherish that time before everything changes. Because you're just kind of looking forward to the future so much. Just taking a moment to reflect on what you have and cherish that is really important.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing what you did before your first baby came. I really think this is a cool thing that people are doing just to kind of make sure that they stay in the moment with their spouse or, you know, in their life. So it's really cool that you got to do those things.
And thanks for having me on.
Yeah.